Hey everyone, it's the Gardner Brothers here, and welcome back to another episode of On the Beat, our vlog series. We are going to Denver.
Yep.
It's a very, very special trip in collaboration with Aer Lingus. So we can't wait for it, and we're going to bring you along with all the behind the scenes. But you might have noticed one other thing.
Yes.
We're in a new car. We've been very lucky. Connolly's Hyundai in Galway have given us this car just to test out for a couple days.
Yep.
It's the new Ioniq. I was going to say Hyundai Ioniq 5. You can see the panoramic sunroof there. It's the top of the range, the platinum spec. So we're very, very fortunate to have it.
And it's all electric, so that's kind of a new experience for Matthew and I. We've driven an electric car before, but not like on a long journey like this. So we're excited. We're starting at about, I'm just looking at the percentage here. It's so weird looking at the percentage on the car.
Yeah.
So I'm at 89%, but we've been driving for about 20 minutes. And I think we started on 95. And it said something like 350 kilometers. So hopefully we'll make it all the way to Dublin. It's a little bit cold today, so we've got some heat on. I don't know whether that'll affect the energy or not, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
We're excited to see all the different, it's definitely like a totally different interior and everything, but we're excited to try it all out and see what it's like.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely let you guys know what we
Exactly,
think.
yeah, show you guys everything.
But we're excited for a great trip, and we can't wait. It's going to be a busy few days, but exciting. So if you can hear in the background, we're already testing out the speakers with some fresh music.
Yeah.
Matthew's watching the World Championships of Irish Dancing, which is on right now. It's obviously like the biggest stage for competitive Irish dancers in the world.
Yeah.
You know, you have to qualify, and there's hundreds of dancers from all over. I mean, hundreds of thousands of dancers try to qualify every year, and hundreds get to go every year.
I think thousands do qualify.
Thousands qualify,
But
yeah.
it's only like, apparently it's only like 1% of dancers that qualify, so
Yeah.
that's what we would have been competing in all the way up, but we obviously don't compete anymore. But we're just watching the dancers here on the live stream, and it's in Glasgow in a new convention centre, so it's
And
a
Matthew's
great
giving
event.
me a play-by-play as we're
Yeah.
going, because obviously I can't watch, but I love the music. I love listening to the music, as does Matthew. And you'll hear it come up here now in a second. But it's great to hear the music, and Matthew's. We're watching out for anyone that we know, any Hessian dancers or any special dancers on the way. We're looking forward to seeing them compete all week. With all the Irish dancing that we're listening to and Matthew's watching, is we've kind of forgotten we're almost in Dublin now, and it looks like the battery, I actually haven't really paid attention to it. Again, it's something that's like totally new to me. I'm not used to having to think about a battery, but we're at 54%, and it looks like we have 180 kilometers left. That's what it's saying anyways.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
So we should be able to make it the rest of the way with no bother. We're gonna charge up tonight at the hotel. We're gonna get a Supermax, which will charge us up, and then we fly in the morning. But we're loving it so far. I mean, it's such a smooth ride. Something that I noticed straight away was that there's no sound. You don't really hear the car. So even when you're like slow and in traffic and stuff, you almost forget that the car is on, and you don't have the vibration of like a petrol or diesel engine. So you don't really feel that the car is on, which is amazing. And another cool feature as well, like we're still kind of getting to know the car, but another really cool feature, obviously I have the speed up here. It shows me, so I'm on cruise control right now, which shows here. This is my speed, but also it has a really cool feature. Matthew's going to put the phone in front of me here for a second. It has a really cool feature where you can see the speed on the screen and the speed limit just above it. Which,
That's very cool. So I can't see it from the passenger seat,
yeah,
but when I reached over there with the phone, you can see it because it's being reflected off.
Yeah, it must be reflecting from down there or something up. But when I first saw it, I kind of didn't really know what I was looking at or how it was happening. But it was really, it's brilliant. So far, so good. I mean, again, 53% left, 176 kilometers.
There's one more thing though.
What is it? Oh,
we want the rain to go away. It's been raining this whole journey.
We figured this out.
So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to try and get this angle right. Here we go. So if you want the rain to go away, you just
close the roof.
Close the roof.
It's great.
And hopefully the sun comes out maybe tomorrow or the next day and we can use it for the sunroof that it is. So we're almost in Dublin now. But one feature on the car that we just noticed, because it's getting a little darker, as you can see, are these LED lights that kind of surround the car, that kind of line the car. Right now we have them in green, so I'll try and show you that. So you can see the green light there, and you can see in my door here, green light down the side of the handle, and then also surrounding the speaker, and in the back. And you can change the color actually. Let me see if you go. Okay, so I found ambient light here and then color. Let's change it to purple. Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
That is very cool.
Let's go orange.
Time for a bit of orange. Oh, there's a color wheel. Yeah, that's cool. So we've just arrived there in Dublin. As you can see, we're looking for the EV charging stations, and we have our food here, our cheat meal, our Supermax. We actually got pizzas as well. So we're just going to find the charging point and charge the car while we go in for a bit. We might come back out then to check on it.
This is definitely a first though, you're not just looking for a free space now, you're looking for the charging port.
Yeah. So we have the camera here, like we had on the Hyundai Tucson as well. But this one also has the 360 view there on top, as you can see.
It is a great help.
It's showing the whole view. That's incredible, really.
It's unreal. How is that working? They must have cameras all around that's generating
a render, something like that anyways, but that's just incredible. So handy, so easy to park.
Okay, and we're charging. Easy as that. We had to sign up to that app and deposit. I think I put in like €20, so we'll see how much it costs to charge the car for the night. But more importantly, we need to go charge ourselves.
Yeah.
So we need to get this food into us. And
we'll come back down and check it in a bit.
Oh yeah. And I think you can see all that from the app. So I've locked it now, which means I think, yeah, that's not coming out there, and it's obviously not coming out of that either. So I think you can see it. Let me just check it one more time to make sure it's still charging, and then we'll go up. Yeah, still charging.
Hey everyone, so we have touched down in Dublin a couple hours ago actually.
Yeah.
We went to quickly freshen up and we're back now in the airport. In case you forgot,
It feels a bit weird, yeah.
We're actually not flying anywhere.
We have all of our same luggage.
Yeah, 2 suitcases because we need them for the video, and then also the boards. And this is exactly the way we travel.
Yeah.
So it feels like we're going on a flight, even though we're not.
We're actually not.
Thank God.
And we're in the airport, yeah.
Yeah.
We're a little bit delirious.
Yeah.
Eyes are a bit.
Definitely need to sleep in tomorrow, but we're excited. We're excited to be here. We're going to go down now. We're meeting the Aer Lingus crew at the check-in desk, and then we're going to get started. we're just going through, Michael has to go, but we're going through staff security now, out onto the ramp to see the plane, and then we're going to get started.
Yeah, we have to do security, obviously. We're still going the other side of security.
Yeah,
we're going out onto the runway.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting one for us because we've never seen, when you're in an airport, everybody that's past security, even the workers or staff members, anyone has to go through security. So we have to do that now, which is going to be interesting.
Special security.
Yeah.
So we'll see what it's like.
Hey everyone. So we just got our first shot outside. We weren't really even able to bring the vlog outside, unfortunately, but we'll show you some clips here as I'm talking. It was such an incredible experience because when you're flying, you obviously never go outside, or you don't usually go outside to the plane. But in this instance, we got to go right out, like where they're loading the bags and stuff, and it was very hectic and loud, and we couldn't really hear the music, but we had to make do. But it's like something that's taught us, or something that we've learned so much, is that in these situations things change all the time. And for example, we didn't really think about the music that the airplane would be on, and we wouldn't be able to hear it at all, so we had to quickly just figure it out, and I think we did. I hope we did. There's Matthew.
No.
I'm just saying how it was so quick, in and out. We were out there, we were probably on the tarmac or on the ramp for about maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's very quick, and the security is very, very high, obviously.
There's a lot going on and a lot of moving pieces, but
you have to stay within a certain couple of lines. Like you have to, obviously it's very strict, and there's fuel tanks going, there's what was the cart, baggage carts going, the food trucks all over the place, and you kind of have to just pick your shot, so it seems to be okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Standing. They should be standing like.
maybe standing if they wanted. Yeah. So guys, as you can see, we're setting up right in the middle of T2. So we're not being inconspicuous at all.
In one of the busiest parts of the airport.
Yeah, one of the busiest parts and one of the busiest days apparently. But we just got a really fun shot with two of the Aer Lingus staff members, and we taught them a little bit of dancing, and they were amazing, and they were so happy to be a part of it, which is great.
A pair of shoes the next time.
And they actually closed off two check-in desks for us, which was really, really nice of them because it's busy, so we're just going to get one more shot here, and then I think we're going to have one more shot outside to do, and we're going to be wrapped up then.
Yeah, it's been a quick, busy, you have to be at a certain point at a certain time.
Yeah.
So we actually don't even have too much
Yeah,
time for
let's
this.
keep going.
We'll keep going.
So you've just saw Michael pull up there in the new Ioniq 5.
Yeah.
We're all finished.
We got a great day of filming. It was
Really,
very
really good, yeah.
It was not stop-start, but it was very we needed to go all the places.
Yeah, there was a few different locations and we had
Yeah.
to walk to each one, and obviously in an airport there's a lot of moving pieces, as we said, so
Yeah.
we're just going to load up here and then get on the road back to Galway. We can't wait to get some rest now. Try and get these boards in. Yeah, loads of room in that boot anyways. So where are we going now?
Off to one of our favorite acai places, Mojo Health Bar. It's not our little treat at the end of a day whenever we do a video like this. So off we go, get in.
Every moment I was spending on regrets was such a waste, such a waste, such a waste. Looking on the city lights, flashing bright in my eyes. Look up to the sky and
So we just finished. We actually weren't able to go to Mojo. Unfortunately, it was closed, which is fine. So we went to Nando's instead, which was just as good. Your seatbelts on. The car's just shouting at me here. Anyways, we're back on the road now. On the road home to Galway. Finally, it was an amazing trip. what an incredible trip, and it's kind of hard to even believe that it's only been this is like the 4th day. We actually drove up, flew to Denver, shot all the videos there, flew back, and did the Aer Lingus shoot this morning. So it's kind of been a whirlwind. We've just got our coffee there as well in Butler's because we don't want to have any sort of jet lag on the drive back, obviously. Yeah. But on the drive back, we thought we might tell you a little bit about the car now that we've used it for a little bit as well. And we haven't even, I mean, you know the way you like figure out different things the more you use it. It's kind of a cool little toy. Like the whole car itself is like, it's definitely a grown-up's toy for sure. That's actually kind of a good way to say it. Not to minimize it to a toy, but there's so many incredible things. So obviously it has all the same stuff kind of as the Tucson, which we loved. So like cruise control, actually the cruise control is actually even better in this car because I think it's called adaptive cruise control. So like if I have it on 100, so I'm going to put it on really quick. I'm at 95 right now, and if that car in front of me slows down to under 95, the car itself, without me doing anything, will slow down to meet their speed, so I don't bump into them or anything.
Yeah, so that is a really, really great feature, that it'll adaptively change the cruise control if there's something in front of you, and it'll, as you can see there in the clip that we showed you, a little circle comes up and it shows you your blind spot. You know, for any cyclists, obviously there won't be cyclists on the motorway, but any cyclists coming up on your left or right when you're turning or changing lane or something like that, which is really handy.
And actually another thing, sorry Matthew, just to add to that, was
there's obviously a camera there or something, but
and it's a high definition camera, but if I do that, if I indicate left, so I'm in the fast lane, if I indicate left and there's something in my blind spot, the wheel has a little vibration and the car will alert you, so it'll go beep beep, you know, I don't know exactly the sound, but it'll alert you that there's something in your blind spot, and it'll show you, and I'm still not quite used to it, so I still do the blind spot check just in case, but you could get used to that.
But guys, it's time for my turn now. I'm gonna show you some of my favorite features that I've noticed so far. To start off, I really like this space here. It just gives it a bit of a cockpit feel, and you know, loads of space. You can put any water in there. There's a USB cable. You have your coffee stand or your drink stand here, and then in here you have loads of space there to kind of just like, you know, chuck anything loose. So we have wallets and phones, and there is a wireless charger there. We're not using it right now because we want to save the battery a little bit more. There's the extra in-between storage there.
I think the reason for that as well, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the reason you have all of that extra space in an electric vehicle is because there's no need for the transmission, right? There's no like gear stick or anything, so it allows you to have all that extra space, which is great.
And then you obviously have your glove box here, which is actually like more like a drawer than a lever. One of the most important features of an electric vehicle is obviously the range. And so the battery of this Platinum model is a 77.4 kilowatt battery. And on the Hyundai Ireland website, it says it's roughly, the range can go up to roughly 500 kilometers. And I presume that if you wanted to get 500 kilometers, you'd have to be, you know, driving moderately, maybe in the city. For us, our trip from Galway to Dublin a couple days ago was about 210 kilometers, and it used up about 70% of the battery. So if we calculated it, if 70% equals 210 kilometers, 100% of the battery would have got us about 300 kilometers. Now that depends on the different climate controls that we're using in the car, our speed, you know, the way we're driving, and all of that.
So like
we're obviously on a motorway.
Yeah, we were doing motorway driving, and I was actually, to be fair, on that trip, I think I remember I was on cruise control at 100. So I think cruise control would eat it a little bit more than normal, but also I was just going 100 because I just wanted to be safe. You know, it was my first time driving an electric vehicle that distance, so I wanted to make sure we would have enough. But now on this journey home, I'm going a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Still on the speed limit. But like obviously all of those variables depend or you know, go towards how the range is going to last or not. So right now it says I have 72% left and I have 250 kilometers remaining. So actually that's probably about, it kind of lines up mathematically with what you were saying, is that
Roughly, yeah.
the 70% battery was 210 kilometers for us. And I'm going about 110 right now,
Yeah.
but our climate is off because we don't need it right now.
Yeah, so
there's little variables here and there.
it's been pretty good. And then yesterday, or not yesterday, the couple days ago, I don't know what day it is, but you saw us charging the car when we came up, and I think we said we put in about 20 euro. So how much percent did we get with that?
I think it was just over 20 euro that it cost in the end, and that got us back to 95%
From 20.
from 20.
So only for 20 euro, or over 20, just over 20 euro. That's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
First impression that's pretty good.
Definitely cheaper than a diesel or petrol anyways.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward now to continue to drive this car home and continue to play with all the little toys in the car and to figure out more and more. But